Hello friends, have you ever wondered how our RFID authentication system works in real time and how we can access our database to add and remove users just like in commercial gyms, in universities and sometimes in other premises. Let me show you how I made a prototype of RFID based authentication system in which we can add and remove users from it from our server in a real time. So this is how our hardware will look like. Let me show you how it works. I will first connect power supply to my Raspberry Pi, my board, as I have now connected power source in my Raspberry Pi. After 20 seconds it will boot up and display the message. It shows Wi-Fi disconnected. As I have connected Wi-Fi source from my smartphone, so now it has detected and connected, auto connected with Wi-Fi. Our system is ready. As we have seen this message, system ready. Now we can use it. This is the first card I have registered with my name. So once I tap in here, it shows welcome with my name, greeting with my name, and that relay will turn on. That relay is turned on, so we can use any kind of servo motor here to open or close the gate, or any kind of barrier or the turn slit for one person. So if I use any unauthenticated RFID tag like this, it will deny the long beep, and it shows access denied. Now again, so now I will introduce you the hardware that I am using. This is a Raspberry Pi with 1 GB RAM. Along with that, we will require one SD card, or I will recommend for minimum 16 GB SD card to upload our OS bootloader and to save our program files. And with that, it will be very helpful if we will use the GPIO extension cable with GPIO extension board, because there are no pin labeling mentioned here. So every time we have to open pinout diagram from Google and look for the pin and their functionalities. But on this GPIO extension board, everything is mentioned. So we can look from here about which are GPIO pins and which are SPI pins and everything else. So we don't need to look every time in Google for pinout. That's why this is very helpful. And one RFID card reader will require this module. It's called RC522 module. One OLED display, one OLED display, which is 0.96 inches in size diagonally. One buzzer, one relay module, and they are all mounted on a breadboard. Some hookup wires, couple of jumper wires. Along with that, if we are using Raspberry Pi, we will require one keyboard, one mouse, and one power adapter to power our computer, power our Raspberry Pi. And to use Raspberry Pi in our laptop, we will require this capture card. This capture card. So from here we can input our HDMI cable. Here goes our HDMI cable, and from the other hand from other hand this HDMI goes in, this HDMI goes here, and from here I will connect a mouse, a keyboard. I'm using this keyboard. After connecting all of them correctly, I will mention you the pin circuit diagram and everything on my GitHub. You can go in, zoom in there and make the connections. It will be very useful. And once it is done, we will plug this in our laptop or computer which you are using. I will plug in my laptop. Now here I will connect to the power supply, the micro USB port. Run, install. This will not download the bootloader. This will only install that app through which you can download the bootloader. Finish. And before that, uh, if you have this kind of USB card reader, you can put your SD card here, which we have used here. So first you have to insert your SD card here, then insert in your laptop or any device which you are using, and choose from here. As of now I am using Raspberry Pi 3, so I will select Raspberry Pi 3, choose OS. In Raspberry Pi 3 it supports up to 32-bit, so you can choose any of these, but I will recommend you to select the legacy mode. This is a part of Debian's Bullseye, because in this you don't need to type in virtual environment, so it is quite compatible and less complicated than the newest latest version. So select this one, choose the storage. If you have inserted SD card here, it will display here your SD card, and just simply run it. It will take some time, around 10 to 15 minutes, to download and verify it. It will verify, and once it is done, close this and insert that memory card in it, the Raspberry Pi. And now you will reach this screen which I have opened here, and this you will get this from OBS software. If you don't have this OBS software, I would recommend you to download it. Already have this one, so I will right click on the screen here and go to window projector view. Window projector view, it will open like this. Just full screen it, so it will be, as you can see. We have to install few libraries before we can upload that code. For that we will use this keyboard which I have connected with Raspberry Pi. First one is pip. Since I have already installed those libraries, so it would be much faster in my PC to install it. RF. Now once we have installed everything, you can go and upload your code here. So close this terminal. RFID project 6.5.py. You can type in all the code, or what else you can do, you can open WhatsApp web from here. Go on browser, open your WhatsApp web, send this code to your own, and you can copy and paste it here. Here just you can run once and check whether it is running or not. And before that, make sure your Raspberry Pi, this one, your Raspberry Pi and your server. I have used my laptop as a server, so both the devices should be connected to same hotspot. In this case, both my Raspberry Pi and my laptop will be connected to my phone's hotspot, so they are on the same subnet. Only then they can communicate with each other. So let me connect with my phone hotspot. I'm connected with my phone, so both are on the same subnet. If you want to check what is your IP address of your phone and IP address of your Raspberry Pi, because in this code you have to replace, let's see, in this check server function, you have to replace this IP address. This is my IP address, so you have to replace with your IP address, which you can find in your laptop. Just in open command prompt in your laptop and write ipconfig, and you can see here IP4 address. This address you have to use there in Raspberry Pi in code. So you can write it somewhere and paste in your Raspberry Pi code 192.168.51.96. So this IP address I have used here in check server function, and again in one more function you have to use it. Authenticate UID here too. So 2 times you need to replace your IP address in the code. Just copy and paste here, and it should be double P again. So it will look like this. From here you can remove your other Wi-Fi source. I will remove this Fritzbox. I only want this. I only want this one, this SSD to connect with my Raspberry Pi. Otherwise, it won't connect. So Control X, say Y for yes, enter. You are done. And now your Raspberry Pi will only connect to your Wi-Fi. And now come back to our laptop view. Download MySQL from MySQL, MySQL from Google. You can get few tutorial video on the new one. What you can do, you have to type in this code and save it. Once you will save, on the left hand side you can see few tabs. From that I will save with this name, translate still author. So just drop in from here, and from the tables drop once more, go to users, right click, select rows, limit and everything. Here you can add or remove the cards you want to authenticate. And now I don't need this mouse and keyboard. I will remove it. So, and this monitor, remove this monitor too. So this project is now we can take it to anywhere. Just we need one power source. We don't need to alter code at any time. Once we will start it, as we have used cron job, we have add a reboot function, so at every reboot it will run our Python file. It will sleep first for 20 seconds, then it will automatically turn on and connect with the Wi-Fi that I have set in. So from here, if I disconnect my server from here, if I disconnect my Wi-Fi, it will show server error. See what happens when I scan my card. Now it's showing server error, retrying. This means something went wrong in our server. It can't connect with our server. So we will look in and we can see I turn off my Wi-Fi. I'll turn on my Wi-Fi, connect it again with my hotspot. And once it's connected, it shows system ready. You can see system ready. Once system is ready, you can use this. Now you can see access denied because I haven't entered this UID in my database, and these two I have used that. This card you can see, if I'm using this one, welcome student card. Once again, welcome student card. Now if I'm using this card, it is detected, welcome Hitesh. I haven't registered this card, haven't entered UID of this card, so access denied. You can see this access denied. Now if I want to add this card in my database, how I will do, I will simply open my database, and a condition is that our laptop, which is the server, it should be always on. If it is on the sleep mode or it is shut down, here there will be error of server error. So our server must be always turned on. Now if I want to add this card in my database, but I will go on this schemas. Initially it might be here. You can go in schemas, go in turn slit author, in tables, go in user, right click, select rows, 1000 rows per page. Then here I will write in time, that's just 3, keep it 4, no, keep it 2. Now as I selected apply from here, it is activated, so this card can be used in the reader. So I will use this. You can see it has fetched the name from database. I have saved with name hi-fi gym. So it write the same name, hi-fi gym. Yeah, that's a key feature. In the real time, we can access our database, make changes, delete, remove rows, change names, everything we can do in the real time, and at the same time it will be changed here. So we don't need to connect our keyboard, laptop, or anything with this Raspberry Pi. This can be set anywhere near the doors or some turn slit to move around if authorized card is dead. So there is one more improvement that we can do with this project. Thanks to all of you who has reached till end of this project. I hope you like this project. Make sure to like and subscribe. Like my video, subscribe my YouTube channel. and leave any comment down below if you have any queries or any problems while making this project. I will look into it and reply for sure. Check my GitHub page too to get more information about this project. In detail info I have explained in my report, which will be there in my GitHub profile. Thank you.